Hi, and welcome to my channel, Jennifer Kramer with Four Hearts Crafts. Today we're going to be making this really cute hot cocoa bar. It is winter here and winter break is just around the corner. And so I thought I would just take the time to stop and get this hot cocoa bar made up before my kiddos are home for a couple of weeks. So this is a product line from Chalk Couture, and I am going to be using this. It is an older set, so it's no longer available, but I thought it would be fun to share it and share with you guys how you can use their product lines to customize something fun for your home. So I'm using our bark chalk color. I just love this color. I think it's very chocolate-like and perfect for this project. So I'm just applying it over and then squeegeeing off the extra. And then I'm going to take that transfer and put it aside and wash it up with just water. And now I have these jars. I did get these from Walmart. They're kind of larger sized, and I liked the lids that went on them. And I'm going to take some smaller labels from that same hot cocoa transfer set, and I'm going to just apply them like labels on the front using that same bark color. And I really love this. I love that it is chalk paste, so it does dry and it's smudge proof and really cute. But if I decided later I wanted to use these jars for something else, I could always wash off this application of the labels and put something else on and use them for, let's say, beans or rice or something like that, which is awesome. And then I'm going to take two other jars. These are smaller canning jars, and I just knew that I didn't have a whole lot to put into these ones, so I went for something a little bit smaller, and I'm just going to do the same application on these. Now, these Chalk Couture transfers are reusable 8 to 12 times, depending on how you take care of them and what surface they go on and stuff. And you do just wash them up with water, and then you could do like I did with this set and set it aside for the following year, or you could just, get a whole bunch of projects done at once. Now, I was just drying that really quickly with our quick dry tool, so I could apply this second little transfer with the chips on it. And you just want to make sure that whatever you're doing is dry before you apply the next layer. And so that is what I'm doing there. And then I'm going to take that quick dry tool and I'm going to dry that hot cocoa bar area. And you'll see it's kind of cool. The color starts to change as it gets a little bit drier, and that kind of helps indicate that it's dry. You also can just kind of feel lightly. You don't want to rub on it, but just touch it just a little bit here and there, see if it's dry, and then apply the next layer of what you want to do. Now, this is a Chalk Couture board that I am using. It is 9 by 12 in size, if that helps with reference. And so I'm going to apply this cute little hot cocoa or coffee, whatever you want it to be, onto here. And just to kind of help elevate it up to the next level, I'm going to be using a color called Eucalyptus for the cup. Now, you could really use any color that fits your room that you're decorating, or the person that you're wanting to give this to as a gift, whatever their favorite color is. You definitely could customize these, which is something I love. Chalk Couture has a lot of different colors to help you be able to do that. Now, you'll see that I am kind of lifting and then putting it back down, and I'll do that several times throughout this cup. And the reason I'm doing that is I want to make sure that that chalk paste is not drying in that screen portion of the transfer. It is like screen printing. There's a little fine little mesh screen in there to help you get the crisp lines and stuff. And so you just kind of pull and then you just let it air dry just for a second, and then you can lay it back down and continue on. And that helps with the process of it not drying in there. Because if it did dry, it would just want to stay in your screen more than it would want to stay on the surface. And with a surface like this, it would be no big deal because we could just wash it off and try again. But it is great when you can get it done right the first time. So this here, I am adding a shimmer frost over the top of this. It's like a white shimmer glimmer color. It's hard to see on camera, but super cute for that steam. And then I'm going to grab these jars again now that they're dry. And I am using a transfer that is available currently, and it is a Christmas tag transfer. And I'm just going to be using the pine and the pine cone on there. The colors I'm using on this one is the shimmer spruce is the color. It's such a pretty green color and very popular right now out, and it just fit perfectly with the woodland theme that I'm going for in my home. And then again with that bark for that pine cone. And you'll see I can use this transfer one right after the other on these projects. You don't have to wash in between if you're using the same colors, and as long as you are working pretty quickly. Now, you can definitely, when you set these things up, sometimes they just don't set right, and you can tell, and you can just get something and wash it right off, and just, clean up the backer and then just lay it back down and give it another go. That's something that's really nice about this product line, and also using a non-porous surface, is that you have the flexibility to place these things down and then change things up as needed. You'll feel when you are squeegeeing these things, you'll feel when there's like a little air bubble in there or something that just doesn't feel like it's sitting right, and then you can make your adjustments accordingly. So just look at that. 3 of them done, one right after the other. I love that. And like I said, you can use these product lines and put it away for the next year, and then bring it out when it's time to add that little Christmas cheer out. Or you can do one project right after the other and get a whole bunch of gifts done, or a set of things. Now I'm just using the bulk hot cocoa packets that you could get like at Costco and stuff. And again, my kiddos are getting ready to stay home for the winter holidays, and I just thought it would be fun to have something that they could just go over and help themselves, and they don't have to really think about it. And it's not like I have to ask mom all the time kind of a thing. And then here's some Walmart brand marshmallows. And then I go to the Dollar Tree and I pick up these mints. I love that they have them year round. And so I just have these mints on hand. And so I thought that'd be kind of a fun thing for them. And then you guys, if you don't know, the Dollar Tree does sometimes come out with specialty things like these little cute spoons. These are peppermint spoons, and I love them because they're individually wrapped. So you can add them to a little neighbor's gift or teacher gift or whatever, just a little something, and they're individually wrapped, so you don't have to worry about the idea that, someone's touched their food kind of a thing. And I love that. So, okay, so I'm going to grab these little ones and add on some of this pine. Now, behind the scenes, I did have my son over washing my transfers, like I said, with just water, and getting those cleaned up. So I'm just adding just the pine on these. I think it would overbearing to put the whole image on there. And I like that you really can customize these transfers to fit your space and what you need. So I just added those on there real quick. And then I'm just going to give them a little cleanup job and I get sometimes a little heavy-handed with my squeegee and go over the edges and stuff. So and then I'm going to just do the quick dry real fast. I just don't want to accidentally touch something and smear it until it's dry. And it's hard to tell on this camera, but that shimmer spruce has like little flecks of glitter to it. So it's really quite pretty, you guys. Okay, so here are some chocolate spoons that also come from the Dollar Tree. But unlike the peppermint ones, these are not individually wrapped. And so I got them not knowing if they were individually wrapped or not, knowing that my kiddos would love them, but definitely yucky fingers if someone's trying to hold on to that and stir their hot cocoa. It's going to melt pretty quick. And then here's some dark chocolate chips. That's kind of a luxury that I love, but not necessarily something that my kids love, so I knew I just needed a little jar of that. So going back over to this board, and I just want to add just a couple more fun little elements onto this just to have it fit in with the theme. And so, yep, you guessed it. We're going to go in with the pine and that pine cone and add that in here. Now, you really could use any theme that you wanted, but like I said, I live in the woods, and so it just seems appropriate that I have just like woodland elements in and around. I've just decided that it was more fun just to embrace where I live and bring those elements in and make it just feel cohesive when you look out the windows versus being inside. And so I love this color scheme. It really does fit the color scheme I have in my own home. And then I'm just bringing it into my Christmas decor. Tell me in the comments below, do you guys have Christmas that you change up every year based on the trends? Or do you have your staples and as you grow as a family, you just increase what you have and get, a few new pieces every year? What do you guys do? We've kind of been the staple family where we've always just kind of stuck with our normal things and just gotten a few things every year. But then now that the kiddos are getting kind of bigger, I almost feel like it's time to switch things up and maybe go for some new things and maybe change up my theme. So I've decided to go with this woodland theme now that we are living in the woods, and it just kind of fits in. And I love that just with a few little changes and tweaks, I can change it from the Christmas holiday over to winter super easy. I used to do the bright reds and greens with all the glitter everywhere when the kiddos were little. But now that they're bigger, I'm just kind of feeling like it's okay to make that changeover. And I've been watching a lot of other YouTubers and people out there, and it just seems like there's a lot of people that they change every year what they do, and that's kind of surprised me. And I'm curious. So if you are willing to share your insights here with us on this channel, I'd love to know. What do you guys do for your holiday setup? Do you do a different theme every year, or do you stick with your classics? So I am just adding these really cute little sprigs of the pine. Now, if you guys are paying attention, I've now used this pine transfer 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now this is the 8th application of it, and it still has a lot of life left to it. So sometimes, depending on what your projects are, you can stretch these designs a little bit further and really get a lot of bang for your buck, and I love that. So here we go. There's the finishing touches for this board. I think it turned out really, really cute. And I think as a whole, the whole set together is going to just be really, really awesome. And I can always wash this up as the season changes. Maybe I'll make an iced tea bar in the late spring, early summer. But I think it turned out really, really cute. Do you guys have a hot cocoa bar? Do you do a coffee bar? It really is quite a thing lately that a lot of people are doing, and I think it's a lot of fun, especially for kiddos, when there are different things that you can put in there to surprise them. And so I think it's a lot of fun. And as always, I thank you guys so much for watching. I'd love a thumbs up on this video if you liked it. And also hit that subscription button and the little bell. It really helps to grow my channel, and then that way you guys get notified whenever I put new things up. But this hot cocoa bar turned out so cute, and I'm excited to see my kiddos use it this winter season.